Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt from SnusCENTRAL.org and SnusTV.com. Hope you guys are having an awesome day today, and like always, enjoying good snus. Now today we're going to be doing another live broadcast, and this one is going to be a little bit different. Yes, this is still off the cuff. It's not going to be very special or spectacular with a lot of editing, but I figured I would do this anyway because, I like talking to you guys. So the live stream chat will be open. I'm not going to be really jumping back and forth too much in between the chat and the live stream, so I can focus on basically what we're going to be talking about. So if you guys have joined Snus Nation, you guys know that you like to post a lot of things about pairing snus and beer. Well, today in this live stream, I'd like to talk about pairing snus and whiskey. Now, I do drink a lot of beer, not too much, of course, but I like beer with whiskey, or I like beer with snus, I should say. But I like snus even more with whiskey, particularly a good single malt Scotch. Now, what I'm going to be drinking today, along with using snus, is this guy right here. A very popular single malt Scotch out of the one of the more famous Scotch distilleries, Glenfiddich. This is Glenfiddich 15-year, and I'm going to be trying some different snoozes with this, or probably just one or two, depending on how long this video goes. But I figured I would give you guys my insight on whiskey, which is not much, but I feel like I have enough experience here to do this. So yeah, let's talk about snus and whiskey, guys. By the way, I will be responding to you guys' comments on the live stream and talking to you guys. So I might do that, along the video. I might do that towards the end. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for everybody who's tuned in so far. I got 4 people watching, which is not much, but this is impromptu and, nothing that was really planned out. Just had an idea, and I wanted to see where it went. But anyway, let's go ahead and pour some of this. Now, I usually have a Glencairn glass that I pour it into, but my only one is actually dirty right now, and I didn't want to really wash it. So I'm going to be using this glass. Now I have a little bit of whiskey in here already, but I figured I'd pour a little bit more. So yes, this is Glenfiddich 15-year-old, aged for 15 years. This one is very unique because they use a Solera vat system. Now, let me read on the back of the package for you. So this is what it says about this Solera vat and about this single malt. It says, our Solera vat, right here on the back. Unique to Scotch whiskey, our handcrafted Solera vat marries whiskeys matured in 3 types of oak casks: sherry, bourbon, and new oak. The Solera vat is always kept at least half full, creating rich and intense whiskey with notes of honey and raisins, which develops greater complexity every year. So basically what they do with this Solera vat system is they add whiskeys, no younger than 15 years old to that Solera vat, and they mix them, and they keep filling that Solera vat up. So there could be, older whiskeys in this vat. There could be, really old whiskeys. Like there might possibly be even a 30-year-old whiskey in here. Highly unlikely, but years down the road it could happen. So no younger than 15-year-old whiskey in this single malt. Now, Glenfiddich is a very, very popular whiskey. A lot of people are familiar with the Glenfiddich 12-year-old. That's their most popular offering they sell. It's a very bright, fresh tasting Scotch with apple, pear, really nice fruity notes, some floral notes. It's a Highland single malt. So Glenfiddich 15. This is something that I picked up last year, and I was very, very surprised when I tried this for the first time. Let's go ahead and pour a little bit here. So I'm not going to be drinking too much of this, just to enjoy it with the snus. Really good stuff. Now, what I want to say too, talking about Glenfiddich, is this is chill filtered, and it removes all the cloudiness from it. It is colored, so this is not real spirit coloring or whiskey coloring from the barrel itself. They actually add I think it's E40 or something. I'm probably wrong on that, but they do add a coloring to this whiskey to make it more appealing to the eye, which in my personal opinion with whiskey, I don't think you need to color whiskey. It's a marketing thing that I don't really want to get into. But stuff like Ardbeg, that's non-chill filtered, non-colored, and it's just natural from the barrel. So there's the Glenfiddich in the glass. Very nice in the eye. Smells amazing. Amazing stuff. So anyway, let's, while that's opening up, let's talk about snus a little bit here. As you guys know, on the vein of whiskey, crafted snus whiskey by Mr. Connie Anderson, or like I like to call him, Sir Connie Anderson. Made a phenomenal snus with this one. I did a review on this. If you guys want to check it out, it's well worth it. It's something that you can really enjoy with single malt scotch. Now, this is using Glenfarclas whiskey in this snus, so it's a Highland Scotch, much like this Glenfiddich. Now, yes, these two would pair very nicely with each other, but moving the obvious out of the way for pairings, let's look at one that you probably wouldn't think of pairing with whiskey, and that is Odin's Extra Stark. Now, yes, this is my favorite snus at the moment. Let's actually crack this open. It's a brand new can. I went through my other one quite quickly as well. Let's get this thing open. There we go. Nice bergamot flavor here. Really nice peppery notes. So yeah, you wouldn't really think that Odin's Extra Stark would pair nice with whiskey, but it does. I'm actually going to pop one in right now. Really nice and moist portion. It's an original portion, very soft portion material in the upper lip. High nicotine content on this one. You're looking at 1.5%. Really nice. All right, so I got that popped in. And this is a very nice whiskey or snus to pair with whiskey. Now, I like to pair this with Glenfiddich because it adds a little bit more boldness to the scotch that doesn't really come out in it. So this whiskey, while it's flavorful and complex, I like to use some stronger snuses sometimes, some bold and flavored snuses. Now, a lot of people, they might not like that. They might say, well, it's going to overwhelm your palate. Me personally, I think that using a strong, complex whiskey with the snus really adds to it, but that's just me. So on the nose of this whiskey, this Glenfiddich, you get a lot of honey, you get toffee, you get nice apple or fresh fruit notes. Really nice. I mean, this is something that anybody can enjoy. If you want to step up your whiskey game a little bit here, go with the 15. I could sit here and nose this all day. You definitely get the sherry. You get a lot of that oak presence that just comes through, but it's very floral, aromatic type of whiskey. Let's go ahead and take a sip of this real quick. So as soon as you taste this, you get a really nice sweetness from it. It's the honey comes through. The oak is very heavy and predominant. The nice butterscotch that you get, it's a sweeter whiskey, but there's still enough here to keep you interested. The flavors just explode your palate. And pairing it with this Odin's Extra Stark is phenomenal. You get the bergamot coming out of this, and the pepper, and the salt, and the tobacco, the deep, rich GN Odin's tobacco character. It pairs very nicely with the Glenfiddich. It adds that kick that you don't necessarily get from a Highland whiskey. A lot of your Islay whiskeys, you get a lot of that peat character, like Ardbeg, for instance, is very peaty, smoky, campfire type of taste, which the Odin's Extra Stark would go great with that as well. But this is something that can add to the complexities and flavors of Glenfiddich. Another snus that I really highly recommend you guys using with whiskey is Lenny's Stark White. This is a great snus. Now, I've yet to do a review on this one, and sorry about it being a little bit washed out with the lighting. I'm going to tilt it down a little bit. Yeah, Lenny's Stark White. This is a new one from GN Tobacco I've yet to do a review on. And this has got some really nice oregano tones here. Really good spicy kick. Now, this would go really good with your Highland Park. Highland Park dries your mouth, and it adds complexities of peat and fruit and honey and oak. This would go really well with that. Or even some of your blended whiskeys like your Johnny Walker Black Labels. This would go phenomenally well with that because you get all those complexities with those. One that you cannot get in the States, but if you have access to it, I would recommend Byron. This is something that, again, you cannot get in the States, but if you have access to this, the white portion or the original portion, Byron's, pair that with your Taliskers, your Ardbegs, your Ardbeg Ugendals. That would be a great whiskey to pair with Byron, or your McClellan, or what else here? Lafroig would go really great with Byron. Byron is one of those snoozes that I enjoy a lot, but I can't get it. It's hard to get in the States. And you can't ship it in, so it's almost impossible. But Byron is a snus that you can pair with any whiskey and enjoy it. You can pull out those complexities in the tobacco. This is a very floral snus with a little bit of pepperiness there. Nice and mellow tobacco tones. This reminds me of a orange peel or orange zest flavor. So this would go really good with some of your younger whiskeys. Talisker 10, again, Talisker Storm, your Glenfiddich 10-year, or even your McClellan 10-year would go very well with this because it's a mellow snus with some younger, more fierce and intense whiskeys. Another one that you don't want to miss with Scotch is Onyx. Onyx is something that's very bold and intense, but if you like your bold and heavily peated whiskeys, Onyx is a great option to go with. You get those bright and deep general tobacco tones with the orange citrus and the lemon peel, barbecued lemon peel, or grilled lemon, pepper, salt. leather, hay. All those tones mix very well with onyx. So those 5 snoozes are things that I would highly recommend using with single malt scotch. Scotch in general is one of those drinks that is made to be sipped. It's not made to be shot back because you don't get the complexities and nuances and flavors that you would expect by shooting it back. Also, I don't add ice to my whiskey. I don't like that. It really constricts the flavors. Yes, it chills it, and it can be good for an occasional drink, but something like a good, expensive single malt scotch, you can ruin it with ice. Sometimes I just put a little bit of chilled water in here, and it's perfect because it acts like rain on fresh soil, so it really brings out more of those nuances. But as this is opening up, I am getting more of the earthy tones from this. I'm getting more, it's weird to say, but more of those barnyard tones, more of the leather and hay notes are coming through. The vanilla is very mild in the background on the nose. And just tasting that Odin's Extra Stark with that is just pure bliss. So good. Like I said, I could nose this all day and not get tired of it. Now you still get a really nice, oak character, but those butterscotch tones are really opening up. This is something that's very complex, this Glenfiddich. It's bright, but yet reserved in a way. It's not something that's too young. So it's a really, really good whiskey. Now, I am going to be talking about more whiskey in the future. And if you guys like this video, let me know. I'll do some more whiskey and snus pairings in the future. I'll bring on some different whiskeys and talk to you guys about it. But let's check in with the chat here. Not too many people are on, which I expected. But if you don't mind me mentioning your name, if that's okay. Looks like Nikki. He or she said, I bought my first snus yesterday. I bought Odin's Cold Dry, 1 tub of it, or 1 can maybe. Good choice? He or she asks. I would say yes, that's a great snus. I did a review on that. It's a really nice spearmint type of flavor. It's not very complex, but it's something that you can use. It's refreshing. It's one of my go-to summertime snoozes. I reviewed that at Lake Michigan at a lighthouse last summer. Or the summer before, last year. So check that out. It's a really nice snus if you haven't had it already. It does have mild tobacco notes in the background, but mostly a nice spearmint menthol flavor. Really good snus. Man, like I've been saying, if you guys are into beer and snus, whiskey and snus is something that you don't want to pass up. It's a world of flavor. It's something that's very complex, something you can kick back and enjoy and really not get burnt out on. This is something that you need to really just sip on and enjoy the moments with, great friends, great company, and, great conversation like I'm having with you guys. Really nice. I don't want to keep this too long. I just wanted to really dive a little bit into snus and whiskey pairings. So sorry if I've been long-winded, but I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining. I will be having a New Year's live stream. It's not going to be on New Year's Day. It might be on Thursday. If everything goes as planned, I'm going to do it Thursday. If not, it'll be probably a day or two after the new year. Just to look back and reflect on the snoozes we've tried. I'll be joined by hopefully Larry Waters from SnusCENTRAL.org, Chad Jones from Snoopy.com. I'm going to try and get James Martin on if he wants to come on. I'm going to try and get Vogie Snus on. You guys haven't seen him in a while, but I'm going to try and get him on. If you guys want to join in too, feel free to do so. I'm not against that, but I will say if you want to join in on the live stream and be on video, just make sure that you have something to bring to the table. Keep it informative. Let us know what your favorite snoozes are, what you've enjoyed this past year, what your rotation is possibly. But I'll have an outline and everything like that of what to, a general outline of what we're going to be talking about. But keep it civil, no cursing, no swearing, anything like that. And, be serious if you want to join, because I will have you on video if you have a webcam or a microphone and you want to join in. I'm not opposed to that, because I like to talk to the community and, share your guys' thoughts with the snus world. That's what snus is about, enjoying it with other people and letting, other people know about your experiences. Also, what I wanted to touch on is SNUS CON. That is coming up very soon, next year. I will have all the information down in the description box below. Be sure to check out the SnusCon YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook page. If you guys haven't bought your tickets yet, please do so. Please reserve your tickets, purchase them, and we'd like to see you next year at the first ever 2017 SnusCon. Chad Jones from Snoopy.com put that on, and I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to Chad for doing that for us. Connie Anderson's going to be there. Some people from Swedish Match, like Lars, is going to be there. I believe Lars is. Might be wrong. But yeah, he's going to be there. Larry, myself, we're going to have a panel. James Martin, hopefully he's going to be there. Vogie, I think Vogie's coming. Just a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be there. So we look forward to seeing you guys in 2017 at the first annual SnusCon. If it goes well, we're going to, do them every year, hopefully. But it's all paid for by you guys, so that every ticket that is purchased helps the convention and helps, pay for the expenses. So I hope to see you guys there. And I hope to see you guys on the live stream that we're going to have here on this channel at snustv.com. So again, guys, thank you for your support on this channel. I highly enjoy it, and I can't thank you guys enough for what you guys bring to the table. Please share the videos. Please like them. I'm going to be doing some more reviews here this week, so stay tuned. I have one coming up Thursday for sure. Again, if everything goes as planned, we're going to have the live stream up Thursday. So thank you guys very much. I don't want to be long-winded, but I just have so much to talk about in this live stream. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy good quality Scotch, single malt Scotch, or blended Scotch whiskey. That's good too. Whatever you guys can afford, just enjoy it responsibly. Make sure you're of age when you enjoy Scotch or any alcohol with your snus, and make sure you're enjoying it responsibly. Don't get out there and drive drunk. Make sure you're at home, guys, and enjoy good snus with that. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and until next time, you know the drill. Enjoy good snus. And yeah, thanks again for joining. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.